this video, we're going to show you how to properly set up and safely launch and land your new Liquid Force ram air kite. We're going to start with the traditional setup. You'll want to use this technique when there is plenty of wind at the beach. You'll be launching the kite at the edge of the wind window. Make sure there is plenty of space around your setup area. Set the kite down parallel to the wind direction. Carefully unroll your kite and take note of the D-power pulley bridles. Gather them and place them away from the other bridle lines in the kite by moving them out to the trailing edge side. Slowly continue to unroll your upwind wingtip into the wind and secure it with some sand. Walk back and finish unrolling the other side of the kite. Don't worry if your bridles appear tangled at this time. We'll sort them out shortly. Just ensure that they are coming out the trailing edge side of the kite. Return to the middle of the kite and close the zipper near the trailing edge. Grab your D-power pulley bridles and separate them left from right. Working one side at a time, spread out your front and back pigtails and remove any tangles you see in your D-power bridles. At this time, you should also organize your A through D bridles. These bridles are the lines attached directly to the canopy from your leading edge, A bridles, to your trailing edge, D bridles. Repeat the process on the opposite side of the kite. Walk out your lines across the wind starting near the trailing edge of the kite. Lay the bar down with the orange on the left and remove any unwanted twists that may be left over in the lines. Begin by connecting your front lines to the front bridle attachment point and continue by connecting your rear lines to the standard setting knot on the rear bridle. We are going to make launching the kite a little easier by pre-inflating the kite, and that requires a strong anchor point. Return to the upwind wingtip and fold it over, placing a healthy amount of sand on the kite. Walk over to the other side of the kite and grab the wingtip. Slowly walk upwind with the kite, making sure to orient the air intakes into the wind. The kite should begin to fill with some air, making it more stable during the launching and pressurization process. At this time, make sure that the bridles appear tangle-free and are all coming out the trailing edge side of the kite. Walk back to your bar and ready yourself for the launch. Begin by walking backwards into the wind and putting tension into the lines. The kite should begin to stand up at the edge of the wind window. Make sure to keep the bar sheeted in all the way and try to keep the kite vertical at the edge of the wind window. Both of these things will help speed up the pressurization process. As the kite takes off from the ground, reach up with both hands and grab your outside lines. It is essential to maintain maximum rear line tension during launching. By steering the kite in scooping motions using the leader lines, you can help speed along the wingtip inflation. Once the kite has visually achieved full pressurization, you can depower the kite by pushing the bar away. The most important thing to remember when launching a high aspect ram air kite is to maintain maximum rear line tension. If you let go of the bar or depower the kite at any point during the pressurization process, the kite will instantly invert, resulting in a failed launch. However, by applying the proper rear line tension, the kite will remain more rigid in the sky and quickly fill with air. On a light wind day, when launching on the side of the wind window may be challenging, this downwind launching method is your key to success. Following the previous steps, unroll and organize your kite. However, this time, your kite will be set up directly downwind from you. Start by placing some sand across the trailing edge to help secure your kite, and then attach your lines correctly. Begin by walking upwind and applying tension to the lines. With the bar held against the chicken loop with one hand, reach up with the other hand and gently pull on the center lines. As the kite lifts off from the ground, let go of the center lines and begin applying plenty of rear line tension. This is the key to launching success. Landing the Elite is easy, and there is a variety of safe options to choose from. The absolute safest way is to land the kite to a friend at the edge of the wind window. Just like an inflatable kite, the lander should grab the kite by the leading edge, and both the rider and lander should walk towards each other once the kite is caught. In lighter winds, the kite can easily be landed straight downwind by using the rear lines like brakes. Make sure you have plenty of room downwind before using this landing method. Start with the kite at 12, reach up with both hands and grab the outside leader lines above the floats. Simultaneously pull on both lines, causing the kite to fall out of the wind window downwind. Maintain tension on the rear lines and unhook from the bar and walk up the lines to the kite to secure it. If no one is around at the beach, you can always use the flagging line to land the kite. Make sure you are clear of any obstacles downwind by at least 2 line lengths, and then engage your quick release, flagging your kite. Walk carefully towards your kite, keeping tension on the flagging line, and secure your kite. Once landed, it's time to neatly pack up your kite. Start by securing your upwind wingtip with some sand. Disconnect your lines from your bridles and reconnect the same side pigtails to each other. This will help avoid tangles when setting up next time. Take both bridles together in one hand and neatly tie them together and lay them out the trailing edge side of the kite. Return to the middle of the kite and open the zipper. Carefully grab the downwind wingtip and fold it over, matching the upwind one. Begin rolling the kite from the wingtips, removing as much sand as possible and making sure to keep the D-power bridles out the trailing edge side of the kite. After you've pushed all the air out and just before your final fold, move the D-power bridles to the leading edge side and fold them in the kite. This will ensure they stay clear of all the other bridle lines, avoiding tangles, and that your next setup will be a breeze. Now get out there and enjoy your new Elite from Liquid Force Kites.